Okay, you see what I'm doing here. We've got the top of the saw that's coming to the top of that inside cut. I just need to take it down just a hair. Okay, now we're ready to do the 3/8 back. You definitely should use your cross slide that goes in there, but since this one got lost on the job site, I don't have it. So don't do it the way I'm doing it. Use your cross slide so you don't have a chance of this thing kicking out. Okay, now we've got that. Now's when we get our coping router bit that we ground so that we can put our cope in there. Now I thought I'd show you this before I actually ran the router bit through there. See, we got pretty much exactly what we're looking for there. See, we're the same here, we're the same down there. Of course, we got the same height there. So now let's get our router bit. Okay, looks like I need to grind this down just a little bit more. Well, not really. No, we need to grind coming up, because these two pieces are perfect here. It's just we need a little bit more meat off the top. So let me raise that thing up a little bit, run it one more time. Look like a good fit there. Let's check it on the edge. Yes, that's what we want. This piece probably shouldn't have been cut so deep. We'll try to figure out which one it is. But in any case, as far as our fit, we look good. As far as our fit, we look like where we're supposed to be looking. See, we've got a good tight joint there. We just need to, since this is our test piece anyway, now we can keep working on that until we get it right. See, and this is what we want to come up with. See, everything's a good tight fit there, and on the back we've got our round over. And one thing I forgot to mention that I should have is that before I cut these in, I ran the round over a bit first. I ran the round over a bit on this first before I ran my cope, because of the bearing that's going to ride. It doesn't have anything to fit here unless you want to set you up a guide, which is really the best thing to do. Set you up a guide to where you can do this after all your coping. Okay, We got pretty darn close, but where this is going to work just fine. Even if it was going to be stained, it would still be covered up. But like I said, this is going to be covered up from the glass and the window stops, so we're okay there. So we've got a pretty good joint there. Now it's just a matter of putting it together and then getting the top made. Okay, we got our top piece run. You can see the 10-degree angle. Then we've got a round over right here. So now what we got to do is just cut out. Okay, we've got this. We've got our 10-degree angle on the back. We just need to cut out so this will fit down on top of it. So this will fit in the top. See, this is a much better one than we did a while ago, but it's a heck of a lot better. Not having to rush for time. Anyway, now we can put it together. Alright, I got the other sides done. We're just gonna put this last piece in just to show you what's involved. I pre-drilled all these holes so that we wouldn't have to waste any time doing that. But here's the back side. Here's our 10-degree angle on our check rail that we did earlier. See, this comes out a little farther than that. That's the way Marvin does theirs. They're 1 3/4 inches thick. This is about 2 1/8. Anyway, there's a groove that goes down this middle edge, so you want to make sure that when you put these screws in, they're sunk in at least a 1/2 inch or more. Probably better if they were sunk in a little bit more than that, because there's that jam liner rib that fits in the center here. So you will have to do a dado cut down through here with either a router or a table saw or something. But in any case, well, that's it. Of course, these 2 screws here won't be seen. These top 2, you just have to fill them with some, I mean, it's going to be primed anyway, but well, of course, unless it's going to be stained, then you just fill those with some filler, whatever the color of the wood is. This is cypress. And if it's painted, you can just use Bondo or something. But and then it's just a matter of cutting your glazing strips to go in here to hold the glass in. Got our glass. That's our glass stops. So we're in good shape. Well, if we're going to try to mount this on the new window over there, we've got to get this traced off of there and onto a piece of plywood so that we'll have to route this out. We can't just use a hammer and a chisel. Not exactly the best way to see this, but it's going to work pretty darn good.